and that's why I'm not allowed at SeaWorld anymore.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Be Diced Adventures presenting the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago, a one-page dungeon submission by Andrew J. Young attempted into a fantastical campaign for your viewing pleasure. I am your host, Matt, also known as War Torn Knight out there on the interwebs, and I am joined by this wonderful and amazing cast of individuals who are very excited for this evening, and I will tell you why. Because last time on the Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago, our party witnessed a few things that were incredibly wholesome, like the rescuing of a strange little reptilian amphibian fella that happens to have a little bit of a glow about him. They witnessed a touching moment between parental figure and child figure that ended in, of course, uh, man emotions stuffing them down. Um, we then got to witness this multiverse's first episode of Jackass as Xanthi Nightingale um, had an uh, incredible, we'll call it encounter with an Ankylosaurus um, that turned up some new information that was previously a mystery to the party. They are not the only humanoids on this island. After figuring out whomst they belongs to, Caliban, the adopted grandfather of the group, um, chose to share with the group that it is now time for a camp to move because they are getting too close, and by them he means a incredibly ruthless kingdom of goblinoids. So, after much deliberation, the party decides we have only one thread to pull, and that is this mountain with a ever brewing storm above its summit, and that they know is the home of probably the apex predator of this entire ecosystem. After a brief bit of spelunking, the group found out that um, this lair, as it were, has some other denizens, being the oh so attractive looking carrion crawlers that we all saw next time. And after scaring them off, the group decided, after much deliberation, to continue forth into the cave, where they found a massive, massive cavern with the opening stretched wide, showing the swirling storm overhead. Among the floor of this cave was the half devoured corpse of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, among with several other things that this the inhabitant of this cave had brought home to nibble on. It was but a few moments into this investigation that an ominous voice rang out, asking a simple question. And with that question, what is happening with the goblinoids that are apparently on this island? How are our adventurers going to power the dial and continue on their way home? And the question that is on everybody's mind, in fact, who dares? These questions and more have yet to be diced. So, we return to the scene as a voice that shakes the very earth around you addresses you all.
Mm-hmm.
Any volunteers?
All right, Calvin will walk up first, but he will look behind and look at everyone and just kind of give an eye of, don't worry, we'll take care of this. What you want?
Do it.
Tarzan, where did you get a plate?
Tarzan.
Your voice filter's on and you sound like you're in an airplane still.
Oh.
There we go. Fixed it.
This time on D&D, the party is now air traffic controllers.
He'll have his hand ready for his sword.
You look around in this cavern, and when you heard it, the voice bounced around everywhere. And there are several areas that are heavily shadowed, but you can't tell at all where whom you are addressing actually is.
You know, this conversation would go a lot better if you were able to face me.
Ooh.
It is rude to trespass and make demands.
I am Caliban, guardian of this island, leader of my clan. Though they may be fallen, I still remain.
A king without a crown.
I am no king. I am simply a man of honor.
We will see what you are made of.
I look back at Clucky. That's how you fucking do it.
Smash.
Is Tarzan now in a cave?
What's happening, Tarzan? You have a voice filter. You have a filter on.
Oh my god.
Now you sound evil.
Yeah, I don't know what
totally
is going on
thought
with my
that was,
voice mod.
Sounds Matt was making like dragon noises. I didn't realize that was Tarzan.
Nope, that's Tarzan.
Sorry.
The part of Tarzan will be played by every other voice filter tonight.
All right, hey mate. We're here. We're back. Sorry about that. All right.
What do you got
Can
for
I
us?
give a quick look around the surroundings right now, just to make sure that we're not about to be, descended upon by demons from above?
Make a perception check.
Clever.
That is a 18.
You're looking around this cave, you're looking up, and the only thing that sticks out is the echoing deep voice that reverberates through the cave, almost has the same tone as the rolling thunder overhead. But again, you see no source for this voice as it descends upon you again.
State your business.
We seek safe passage.
Then you pass the wrong direction.
We'll see about that.
Spooky bitch.
Tell me, are you the one who claims to be Lord over the storm?
After a brief pause,
There have been many rulers of this island. The Lord of Storms, Rainmaker, Thunderbringer, and all are Zezima.
Well, mighty Storm Lord, tell me, do you believe in the power of nature being able to pass you through without a second glance? I don't feel fear from something that can be defeated by a breeze on a bright day.
make another perception check for me.
I don't like it.
I thought you were gonna try and talk us out of this, not fucking get us killed.
19.
19.
You gotta show dominance, alright? You gotta, like...
It's a dragon!
Cuerdo would not stand for that, KJ.
Of course
This is
he
true.
You are
WWKD. What would Cuerdo do?
you are looking around and your eyes hang on. Your eyes pass over the walls and the open top of this cave just as a flash of lightning arcs through the clouds and you see a massive silhouette circling in the clouds.
If you were a true king, you would be honorable and face those who defy you in this moment. But if you want to be swimming about the clouds, by all means, be a false ruler. Or perhaps show your mettle and bring yourself down to our level.
Mono
A
elf.
force of nature need not negotiate with mice.
Well, I'm the biggest fucking mouse on this island.
You see another bolt of lightning. This time, it impacts the side of the mountain. And with that impact, you feel the floor tremble.
Many have tried to defeat me, and I have ruled for eons.
Well, let me be the first to stand before the mighty Storm Lord, the destroyer of my clan, the bringer of the end times, for all that I knew and all that I could have had, I will tell you this. You missed one. So if you truly want to be the ruler, finish the job.
And you can feel movement in the shadows to your left. And you can hear a mass rubbing against the stone walls, slinking from shadow to shadow beyond your realm of sight. And everyone is aware of this movement as it seems to be circling, playing, toying.
Let me tell you why I don't fear you. Because I stand in the presence of a group of warriors who faced down a god and brought it to its knees. One of us, youthful and small, may be more powerful than you. One of us has nothing left to lose. One of us has everything that I wish I could be. And one of us knows better than you on how to exist. And they don't even need to see. Tell me, how are you anything worth our time?
You hear a deep inhale, followed by a low growl.
Not just trespassers, but also thieves.
So you're saying that we have something that you want? I believe that's called leverage.
You can hear more loud shifting, almost as if searching for something. And there is another low growl, but not of intimidation, of almost deliberation.
Perhaps not thieves. Perhaps forgers.
As Clucky, there is a flash of light from your right before a loud metallic smack in the ground at your feet.
Does my chicken eye see?
You have to do a double take because, ironically, you are seeing double.
Double me?
What is embedded in the ground at your feet is the same weapon you are holding in your hand.
What are you doing, Matt? Huh? What are you doing?
Tarzan, can you read the name of this axe that you were
Oh.
given?
Battle Axe of the Stormlord. Oh dear. Clucky picks that bitch up.
You reach your hand out, and without seeing anything else, it flies back into the darkness.
Ah, shit. Wait, I want that. Give it back.
Hey, boy. He's trying to tempt you.
How do you carry one of my treasures?
I use my hands. I could also use my feet too. It's not that too complicated.
You'll have to forgive that boy. It's quite literal.
The trespasser asks forgiveness.
All right,
After
let's not get
such
into
eloquent
semantics here, all right?
threats.
I'm going to give you what is called an ultimatum.
Oh.
You either stand down, let us through so that these people may be able to find their way home, or he'll pull his sword, plant it into the ground, and just find a reason to piss me off again. You've taken so much from me already. Now, you're taking my patience away.
Your bargaining posture is highly dubious.
I've met great warriors in this group. One of them has a weapon sighted on you already, I bet. I can't miss sure shot soldier. One of them could destroy you with the magic that she possesses, because she has no fucking idea how truly powerful she is. And the child, don't underestimate them. You never know what potential they have. And the wise man, know that every moment of silence that comes by, that's just one more thought he is having about how to destroy you, if necessary. Does any of these lines involve an intimidation throw?
By all means, you can try.
Sir, that was delicious.
My heart is in my throat right now.
Not yet, it's not.
That's a natural 20.
For a total of.
Son of a bitch.
No,
It's my worst
auto
fear
success.
whenever that happens. As Michael remembers, he's talking smack to a dragon. That is a 21.
You're gonna try to flaunt a natural 20 when you only got a +1 bonus to this? Who do you think it is?
Hey, man.
Who are you gonna call?
The doctor.
Game respects game, right? Come on. As I'm like looking around and talking about each one, I'm kind of like giving an eye signal to each person to like, please be prepared to do something if shit's about to go down.
The child
So
is
that means-
missing.
Obviously.
Xanthi's already twitching.
This is gonna be fun.
You get trauma. You get trauma. Everybody gets trauma.
Actually,
See-
you know, I'm done typing for a moment. Crow, stealth check as well. KJ, I think you're good there. You have that handled. I'm getting a lot of messages right now. I can
don't
only guess why.
apologize. I don't apologize.
Bunch of secret
Oh.
messengers out here.
That being said,
Secret
without
message.
disclosing things, Crow, your perception check yields no results.
Damn, dog.
Not my fault.
What happened?
Not my fault, man.
Not my fault. It's that way. Their fault.
Hey,
Not you. Put your head down. That way. Over yeah, over there.
oh, I had to duck. Oh, okay.
No, Clucky's a chicken.
God damn it. That's foul.
Puns.
I love it.
So, with all of these checks, now I can resolve some things.
Yeah, buddy.
What you all hear
Lay it on me.
The soldier is welcome to try. Your sorceress is nothing before the storm.
Bitch.
I was thinking it. I said, bitch.
You warrior with all your rage of
Bastard.
the blind one could only be wise if they did not enter my domain.
All right, here's another one. If you're so powerful,
I wasn't finished.
he's one of those gods.
For I must find this little one you speak of.
Oh. Oh.
and there is an incredibly deep inhale.
Uh-oh.
When he says that, that's the first time you see Caliban kind of show his nerve. That was the trigger.
there is suddenly a large slamming sound
Tremor sense,
that
goddammit.
all of you hear, but Riley feels.
Mm-hmm.
As that deep inhale happened, this form that you were following flips so fast, and the next thing that you see is a cloud of dust around you. And in a moment, after that dust clears, what you see are the largest set of talons that you could ever imagine, forming a cage around where you stand. And now there are two vibrantly glowing blue eyes looking through the gaps in these claws.
That's delightful.
Riley walks to the closest claw and just kind of holds on, just keeping eye contact.
You are not even a meal for my meals.
It's because I'm not food.
This voice is a little taxing. 1 second.
Hydrate. Hydrate, please.
I got you covered.
Cave of Wonders over here.
My partner said that I sound like the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. It's pretty
Michael
great.
just said the same thing.
Who disturbs my slumber?
It's perfect.
Yeah. So good.
Cave Daddy. Love it.
What'd you say?
Easy, Debbie. Down, girl.
Is it ignorance or stupidity that bring you and your friends to my lair?
Neither, actually. We
Necessity.
need help.
The old one has a strange method of asking assistance.
Well, that's because he's had a lot taken from him by you in particular. I haven't, so. And, like, there's an obvious, like, waver in Riley's voice as she's talking.
The old one tries my patience.
And you feel a tremor in the ground as the talons sink a little bit deeper, closing in on you just enough.
You have one chance that I have chosen to entertain. Tell me why you are here, or proceed on your way to oblivion.
It's kind of a long story, but We need to use the dial to continue on our journey, but we can't do that without recharging the crystal. And typically only large magic or power sources can do that, and we figured maybe you could help.
Oh god.
Silvery barbs.
We don't know what the roll was for! Shut up!
If there's one thing that
don't
Crow
have
cannot
magic.
do, it is
It's
silvery,
silvery
barb.
barbs.
We'll see about your next level, though. Anyway. There's another deep inhale.
Do not possess such an artifact.
What do you mean?
This crystal.
Yes, we do.
With a dull thud, the claws raise. And it's not until it is within inches of your face that this massive snout covered in what you can barely make out as a metallic blue scales. And as it stops, there is a solid 3 to 5 second inhale that raises your hair and any loose fitting clothing you may have.
Petrichor 100% is like probably gonna stumble forward a little bit.
And after a moment, the exhale almost knocks you off your feet. And as this snout backs away,
I would smell it.
It's not on me. And it's dull, which is why we need to charge it, and it only goes to power the dial. The crystal isn't what actually makes us move dimensions.
Show me this dial.
It's a long journey from here. We walked a while to get here.
You did not bring something so powerful.
It's not... Look at the size of me! I can't carry that thing! It's in the ground!
He wants to travel dimensions. I don't like that idea.
the dice like you guys.
Yay!
Perhaps more context next time.
You didn't ask.
I ask for nothing.
It's just polite.
You are criminals.
Why are we criminals? We didn't do anything.
Trespassers.
Well, technically, by what you've said so far, the entire island is yours, so technically we can't be trespassing if we were already here. And we didn't know,
You
so...
were not here until days ago.
Exactly, and we're trying to leave, because this isn't where we're supposed to be, and the person we're trying to get isn't here anymore.
I would like Riley
Mm-hmm.
to make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm shaking so bad.
Why?
It's a natural 20 for a 22.
Return to your compatriots, little one.
Are you not gonna eat me?
That remains to be seen.
Riley will just start backing away, but facing the dragon, not willing to turn their back on such a huge creature. Just slowly as they can.
As your DM, smart.
Riley's a dino kid. You don't turn your back on the enemy.
Clever girl.
All right. So, Riley returns to the group. Crow, you still ready to go with all of this as it's been happening?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Caliban still hand on a Buster sword. Everybody still ready.
One asks my assistance. The other asks for my head. Tell me, which is it?
I don't want your head. I can't do anything with it.
And I was just watching over the kid, but they disappeared. So Crow's gonna stand up and push a couple buttons on his wrist, and the cloak's gonna turn off.
I mean, I could maybe do something with it. Maybe? I don't know. How about...
Clucky.
Yep.
We're
I'm
just
just
trying to
glad
get
that
it.
we have your attention now.
There was a better way to go about it than threatening him.
Well,
We're just trying to get home.
and I want them to get back home alive, safe, and free to go about their business, to leave you alone. And I'll remain.
For what purpose shall you remain?
I know it would be suicide to try and best you. And while I will never be able to forgive you for what you've taken from me, I know that it would be best to serve under a storm than try to be struck down by it. Let your rain fall upon my shoulders and leave them to be dry.
But it's not raining.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Thank you, because I have no modifiers.
Wait. How does Riley have guidance?
Oh.
That's true.
Oh
Shots
no,
fired.
you're Riley. You don't have guidance.
We haven't had time to work out transference.
However, you can still have guidance. I'll say Baro does it.
Oh, Baro
It's
has
true.
it?
Baro has guidance.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, for a while. We've used it before, Tyson.
I don't remember this.
And then guidance
pay
is a
attention
D4.
Yep.
1d4.
So that will be an unnatural 20.
A filthy 20.
Dirty 20.
All right,
Disgusting 20.
scumbags.
I was born in the scum.
In addition to that, he will, again, this time put the sword in the ground and decide to go to one knee. And not look the dragon in the eyes.
A tremor hits the ground, followed by another, and then another. And then out of the shadows, everybody can now see a giant, blue-scaled forelimb with claws the size of lances, an arm as big around as a tree. The nails dig into the ground as it pulls itself forward. And the next thing that you see is a massive head with these piercing blue eyes. Huge rows of teeth and a great central horn on its snout. It comes the top of its head scraping against the overhang of this cave, only raising its head as it gets to the opening in the ceiling. As you see this posture itself up, and you can hear its bones cracking as if this is the first time it has had to make this display in a very long time. And it looks down at all of you.
It has been millennia since I have had minions. What do you offer me that I could not simply take?
What is it you want? You wouldn't be making this offer if you didn't want something from us. So tell me, what is it that you want from us?
I made no offer.
Riley walks forward a little bit. Just looking straight up at the sheer size of this thing and just kind of says, company.
Oh,
What use have I for company?
everyone gets lonely. And you said yourself you've been here for millennia, eons. And while you have whatever those things are,
Kind of looking for where the, like, vulture worm things were.
I don't think they can speak. And having a simple conversation can be nice sometimes.
This one has not been pleasant.
Well, to be fair, that's because most of us are terrified of you.
Good.
But having a companion, someone to get to know you, can be nice. It's like having a friend, always.
If I wished for companionship,
And it bends down, and its face is now hovering above all of you.
I would not have slain my kin.
Well, that's always for a power struggle.
Accurate.
A lot of times when people, especially in families, kill each other, it's because they're afraid that they're going to overpower them. We can't do that.
You assume I struggle.
I didn't say that you struggle. You're putting words in my mouth that I did not say.
Set boundaries,
To
little
be fair,
baby.
you're the
Yeah.
one who called it a power struggle.
Stormlord. What will I need to sacrifice in order to guarantee their safety?
Perhaps I have a use for you. All of you.
I beg you. I do not want them to be part of the bargain.
What's the use thing? What? I'm gonna be quiet now.
Let them go. And keep me here to do your bidding. Whatever the cost may be.
Its eyes narrow at you.
While they remain, they shall perform a task.
One task, and you let them go home.
One
can't go home without charging the crystal.
I know. I'm just trying to get him to negotiate.
You're trying to negotiate with a giant dragon?
I'm
Just
sure
go
he
with
can
it.
probably still hear us.
Yeah, exactly. Just one head leaning into the other conversation.
You six are not my only infestation.
Goblins.
You have the filter again.
What was that, Captain Clucky?
Is this machination?
I don't understand how that keeps happening.
Just quit the entire program.
I can't use it.
Anyway, who are these others?
A large group of humanoids
Yep.
to the south.
Mm-hmm.
They bring ships and weapons. They build fortresses.
But why us? With all this great power, how come you haven't been able to destroy them yourself?
They have something.
Do you need us to destroy the something? Or them?
These would both be adequate solutions.
And so be it. We
You
will...
may destroy whatever this artifact is, or you may bring it to me so I may dispose of it myself.
I'm going to look to the rest of the party and just say, we will eliminate the problem. My back is to him when I do this. I'm just going to go. I've never been more scared than when you just decide to do that kind of stuff. And now I know how all of you fuckers feel when I do the same thing.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
My heart is pounding.
Obtain this item by whatever method you deem necessary.
Then we will leave this place to do that task without any harm to come our way. You can guarantee that?
It looks off to the side where the carcass of the Tyrannosaurus is currently being feasted upon by these large monstrosities you encountered earlier.
The crawlers do not obey me, but they are scavengers. frightened, and they will only ambush if they feel they can destroy you.
Fortress to the south. Eliminate the problem. We return. They use what they need to use to get themselves back to where they need to go. I stay here and work for you from now on. That is the arrangement. Are we in agreement?
It crouches down. It brings its nose right up to your face. And you begin to see this possibly 15, 20 foot wide jaw smirk.
Agreed. Now, go.
And so we shall, Stormlord.
And without removing its eyes from you, it backs back into the shadows.
If you don't mind me asking, if dragons are as powerful as they say, I'm new to this world, so don't yell at me. But can you just teleport us down there? We can take care of this, and then we can bring it back up to you real quick.
You see me turn around, just going.
You're talking to the sniper with a 5 on charisma.
Quit while we're ahead.
There is no response.
No, great talk.
I will say Xanthi is going to take a step forward, and she is going to ask the dragon, this artifact.
Wait, did the dragon leave?
Yes!
Yes.
It's
Okay,
in
the dragon's
shadow.
gone.
It
Okay.
backed into the shadows.
Okay.
Because I
Meaning he's
did
done
realize
talking.
We never asked the dragon what the artifact is.
I'm sure we'll know it when we see it. Leave the dragon alone.
We gotta go to the castle and take it.
So,
All right.
In all
listen, if you want to
fairness-
get out of here, we need to do what we need to do. Now,
in all fairness, before we change the scene. Hi, Victor.
sorry, I didn't see you there.
So, what you missed? What?
God damn it, Tarzan.
What was it?
I had to
What
get
you
him
missed,
in.
first of all, was Tarzan struggling with his voice modification software. And you got here for the end of the negotiation with the Lord of Storms.
The child did you proud, I think.
You know what? I will allow everybody one at a time. We're gonna go around. Everybody, let's all tell Victor what your biggest takeaway was from this conversation, and we will start with Michael for Caliban.
I don't know. Calvin's just like grasping at straws. He tried to talk a big game in front of the person that killed his family and his clan, and just ended up saying that he'll owe a life of servitude.
How about KJ from the perspective of Riley?
Riley got the fuck out of Dodge and hid first chance they got. And as the dragon was circling, and at one point the dragon passed in front of Riley, and Riley started tailing the dragon. Dragon didn't know where Riley was until after Caliban said something about Riley and like a small child, and it's like, Who is the small child you're talking about? Gotta find him. Tremor sensed, found Riley, stuck in a claw cage. And then Riley, in my opinion, did better negotiations than Caliban.
You better.
How about Isaac from Crow's perspective?
Now you listen here, I was just lying there minding my own business, invisible, making sure that the kid didn't die, and then I turned around and the kid wasn't there. So I failed. I mean, when a nat 20 for 29 perception to find the kid doesn't work because they rolled a 19 plus 12 and got a 32.
31. Yep.
Did
Now you know
message
how we
them
feel.
to figure out what the roll was?
Yes, as soon as you said that you see nothing from that, I texted Isaac. I'm like, what'd you roll?
Now you know, Crow. Now you know.
How about Taylor and Xanthi?
Wait. Isaac ate crow. Okay. Love you, Isaac.
Xanthi really wants a fucking drink right now. She is watching this old man go off on a like I would say she's probably sitting there just deadpan, feeling miserable while watching this old man go off on this dragon, try to like have a power struggle with him, and then watch as the child does better negotiations, and she is just sitting there just like probably licking her lips, just being like, I want to just chug some fucking whiskey and go die in a corner right now.
How about Clucky and Tarzan?
Well, Clucky has his eyes set on a matching set of weapons.
And that was all he cared about.
Because so you know how his axe is called the Axe of the Stormlord? This is the Stormlord, and there's a duplicate axe. We could have been in deep trouble.
It's the same axe that Levitar gave Clucky before they parted.
The dragon threw it at Clucky's feet, and Clucky's like, "Ooh, matching set," and took it away. Now he's upset.
It's the one that Levitar found in the second dimension, I believe it was.
Well,
He really pulled like a, oh, you got one too? It's like, no, Clucky, it is his.
so with that brief recap, before the party vacates the premises, in all fairness, is there anything Barrow would like to do or say or ask?
So what? How did the negotiation ended?
We have to go retrieve an artifact from the
We have to
humanoid
either
stronghold.
destroy or bring an artifact back to the dragon that keeps him from destroying the settlement that's in the south.
Okay.
So there's
Just
a
some mild
powerful artifact
genocide,
that even a
nothing too
dragon is afraid of.
So the dragon wants a particular artifact, and that artifact, the deal is if we get it, the dragon is not going to attack a settlement of people.
He wants us to either wipe out that settlement and destroy the artifact, or take the artifact.
For
and bring it to him.
clarification,
Okay.
the
Hold on.
primary objective is
Artifact.
to either obtain or destroy this artifact by whatever means the party deems necessary.
Yeah, and Clucky thinks wiping out a
The-
settlement is just
In return, the dragon will assist in helping you guys make it to the next dimension. However,
But-
Caliban, to sweeten the pot, elected not only to stay behind, but to pledge servitude to Zazima, the Stormlord.
I did spell it right.
Zazima.
And the artifact is.
We don't know. We didn't get
We-
told.
We don't
And then-
know.
We don't know where
I
the
wa- I
artifact
was
is at
going
all.
to ask.
In the south.
No, we
in the
do
settlement in the
know-
south.
Yeah.
That's all we
I'll
got
open this
told.
up.
Sir DM, would my insight would have allowed me to perceive any potential hidden either intention or emotion connected to the dragon's speech during this negotiation?
insight.
Oh. That's just a sad 12. And I
Let me
forget.
take you on a ride from beginning to end. What your insight would have told you about this thing from the beginning. It was very cinematic too, like, you know, this voice from nowhere and then the flashing lightning and a silhouette of it in the clouds overhead. It was very, very, very nice, if I do say so myself. During this whole part, as Caliban was antagonizing it, it was 100% absolutely bona fide going to kill every single one of you.
Yay.
However, being a dragon, it can't just, you know, screw you and eliminate you. It has to, you know, what's the difference between a villain and a supervillain? Presentation.
Yeah.
So, as it was doing this, that is when it slowly, don't you laugh at me. As it is doing this, that is when it starts to eventually look for and then discover Riley, who it is more intrigued than anything else that there would be a humanoid child here. So it decides to entertain that thought. Afterwards, it now needs to find out whether or not you're all here to kill it, or you're all here to help it, or if just one person wants it dead. And that's what it basically found out. This one guy, Caliban, has a bit of a sore spot for the Rainmaker. As these negotiations continue, it does not give off any sort of air of deception or like, I mean, deception pretty much covers it. There's no, it seems very upfront with this deal. You know what, you guys do this, sure, I'll power your dial. But beyond that,
What about not necessarily deception, but their internal connection or relationship to this item that we're supposed to get?
it just wants it.
Okay.
They did, however, express interest in the dial. For
They
a
did.
moment, 'cause
Yeah.
Being
which is
brought
a
to
They were
us.
little
like,
scary.
he thought I was lying about the dial. It's like, why wouldn't you have this with you? And I'm like, do you see the size of me? That thing's huge. It's in the ground. I can't carry it.
Yes,
So
it
that's
did
another-
not get
that's another
contact.
thing.
Adorable child logic reached the dragon.
So
But just to be clear, we don't need to charge. We need to charge the crystal for the dial,
Yes.
not the dial itself.
Yes,
Correct.
correct.
So technically speaking, we don't need to take the dragon
Yes.
anywhere
Dragon.
near the dial.
you're right. Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Just
But he did express interest in seeing this thing, so I was like,
yeah.
He did.
Hence why I'm making this statement.
Yes. Yes. Riley was. We're good.
that was a scary moment for me.
We're good.
Okay, so dragon goes to the shadows. This whole conversation and everything happens.
He explains the carrion crawlers will stay away from us if we don't present ourselves as an opportunity meal or of some sorts. So we just have to make our way to the stronghold to the south.
I'm gonna say that Barrow, after listening to all of this and sensing the dragon disappear into the shadows, he quietly approaches Caliban and stands right next to him, still looking in the direction of facing the direction of the shadows. I trust that you know That is not the conversation. That is not how that conversation is ending.
I know. But if it allows you all to be able to get away from all this, it'll be worth it to have one last goodbye.
Sometimes we have to be careful not to be so certain that the only things that we are going to earn in life are goodbyes, Caliban. Sometimes we should try and hope that we have more hellos than goodbyes left, no matter how tired or helpless we may think we are. He is going to place a hand on Caliban's shoulder and pat it a couple of times. I suppose we are going south.
I know what this dragon is talking about. At least the troops. Don't know much about a artifact. But I have an idea of where they might be.
In that case, I suppose we will follow your lead.
How's everyone feeling? Healthy? Got the shape?
Clucky only took a couple hits from poison, but he's fine. But his
Zancy just
attitude
kinda
has shifted.
A little bit.
Crow, if I may have a word. You had our backs, and that's much appreciated. You're very good at what you do. And I hope that your skills will come in handy with being able to make this a lot quicker and quieter than it could be.
As long as it's quiet out, I'll keep it that way.
Good. I'm really relying on you a lot for this one too.
This settlement, what can you tell us about the people in it?
Yes, and I will suddenly sound like Matt.
I told you things.
I don't have those notes right now.
This conversation could be
Wasn't that
The
not
dragon
long
ate
ago?
the homework.
Dragging in my homework, Dad. I'm sorry. It was me. I was meaning to tell you.
This conversation's taking place while we're walking, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
No, we're just still in the cave chilling.
Right.
Can we go?
Drinking tea next to the bottom feeders.
Dragon is just like,
Why won't they just go? Christ.
Favorite TV show is
I gotta go party so bad.
How many hints do they need? My shows are coming on. I need to watch my stories. The new episode of MasterChef Junior is out.
You just see him start to struggle. He's like, I cannot keep up this deep, sinister voice like for too much longer.
yeah,
They
he just
need
drops
me.
it at some point.
Could you guys please piss off? You know, you gotta.
RuPaul's Drag Race is on. I need to watch my episode.
The show's coming on the telly. I need you to skedoodle on out.
I was about to say that. Oh, get the fuck out! What show's on the telly?
So, yes, I will recall the information that I know about this particular group to the south that is a bothersome, and I will say...
I just replied to it in the messages.
Oh,
What
I
have you
don't
done to
have
me?
Discord up because it kills my bandwidth.
Oh,
That's the vibe.
well, damn.
Come on, Michael. Be
Oh,
better.
here it is. Okay, thank you.
Oh, here it is. Like he found it.
You sent it to me, and I'm happy. All right, so suddenly my memory recalls. Suddenly I remember my Charlemagne. There's it's known for three things: a hobgoblin infantry, a goblin cavalry, and a bugbear generals, I guess. But then a nasty folk. Mages. Major generals? I don't know how it works.
Mages or major generals? Which is it?
Yes. All of
So
them
we-
are bad.
He
they-
just hears the
They
high.
can kill us. So, what's our strategy?
Well, I suppose the sooner we find out what it is, the thing that we are trying to retrieve, the easier it will be to plan.
So what we need are eyes in the sky, eyes on the ground that can look closer. Crow. I find it ironic that your namesake is that because you're going to be on the ground. That
Crows have good eyes and they
scope of yours-
scavenge.
That scope of yours is going to come in handy. Clucky. Keep a distance, but don't try to look like you're trying to keep your distance. Fly casual.
If I keep my distance, the carry the creepy crawler shit. So
Hey, but do that. Do the thing where it looks like you're a bird in the sky, but they can't quite tell.
We're in a cave. I can't. There's no sky.
No, we've walked. We've walked. This is what. We're out of the cave. We're out of the cave.
If we're outside, then yes, absolutely. Clucky will
Yeah.
take flight without hesitation and
Once
fly
we
overhead.
get there, of course.
Too late.
Ah, no, damn it,
Clucky is gone. He's like, all right, whoosh! I'm outside of the cave. Thank God.
Barrow, I know you've got some extrasensory perception of sorts. And, Xanthi, do you have anything that might be able to be a bit precognitive in helping us out?
Sandy just pulls out her crossbow.
Aye, you know what? That'll do.
She goes, that, and I can set things on fire.
Well, you know, it might come down to it. Riley. I really have no idea what you can do.
At this point in time, you notice Riley is on their knees, looking. They're shaking a little bit, and their breath has slowed, but their eyes aren't focusing on anything.
Bara is actually already in
Hey,
front of
hey.
them, checking on them.
Hey, I'm sorry. You know, you did wonderful in that. You did the thing that I probably should have.
There's no recognition. It's almost as if nobody's in control currently.
The souls have yeeted from the body.
Barrow gently
done.
places his hands on their head as he just gently first calls Riley, Petrichor.
Their eyes start moving a little bit, but not quite being able to focus on anything.
Did I break her?
No,
It's someone new.
do you know who I am?
Well, let's keep moving. No time to waste.
Would they have answered that question? Borrow is going to attempt to pick them up in his arms.
A little gecko-like creature comes from their shoulder up and around yours.
My shoulder?
Yes. It's not comfortable to be on the shoulder of something getting carried like that, so it's going somewhere comfy.
Noted. But yeah, if allowed to be picked up, uh, Borrow would just carry them and resume the walk with his focus pretty much on Riley Petrichor.
With ease. It's like picking up someone who's asleep.
I'm going to say that Borrow stays at the rear of the group. And while carrying Petrichor, he starts to just talk gently. You know, when I was a kid, it used to rain a lot in my village. And my mother taught us how to use certain tins and glass, place them outside our porch, so that when the breeze and the wind blew, we could hear it chime. And when the rain would come, we could hear it tink. It was quite serene. I remember, even while I still had my sight, closing my eyes was my instinct. So I would hear the sounds just over and over, coming and going. And I just imagined myself being one of those drops, just traveling who knows from where, landing who knows where. It's quite a good memory. I don't know if you are as one of those drops right now, but I want you to know, and I hope that you can hear, that I certainly got you, wherever you may drop. And he just keeps walking.
Eventually, maybe 5-6 minutes go by, and they start blinking rapidly, just trying to focus on anything. It almost seems like someone's finally at the controls.
Borrow doesn't push, he just starts humming a tune that he's hummed before. Just quietly, just.
So, as we travel, Crow, you are moving along this path with everybody, and that would be absolutely fine if it wasn't for a certain medium-sized dinosaur being so close to you it makes it hard to walk. They do not like the dragon. You're also muted in StreamYard.
Well, somebody said somebody was muting, so I'm like, I'm just gonna mute everything, and then I forget to unmute. Crow's just gonna reach up and just like scratch the feathers of Opal's neck.
She's like leaning right into it, but you can tell that being in there, she did not like being around something like that. It shows you how, like, on like a primal level, this thing is a freaking super predator. You're looking at Ike was a dinosaur kid. You know, Deinonychus is one of the top predators of the prehistoric eras. So the fact that this is not like maybe we should stay away from it, but genuinely terrified of this creature.
Crow's gonna step in front of Opal and kind of stop her, putting both hands on each side of her face and just put his forehead on hers and just kind of like ruffle her feathers a little bit and try to calm her down. Can I make an animal handling check for that?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
27.
27. When you start, the breathing is quick. And the eyes are darting all over the place, as if waiting for the other proverbial shoe to drop. And you bring her in close, you put your forehead on hers, you start scratching, doing what you can to calm her down, and you can hear that breathing start to slow. And the eyes begin to slowly focus on you. It takes a little bit, but eventually you think that she's calm enough to travel.
As he's done, he's gonna there go. And then he's gonna pat his hip twice as the signal to follow like directly behind. And he's gonna keep going.
And she is right on you. The group continues. So the cave that you left from exited on the mountainside. And you're now looking at the south side of the island, which none of you have seen before. It does look like much of the same. There is many trees. There's a couple rivers that you can see extending out to the ocean. The ocean, where just above the tree line in the distance, several miles off still, so you know you still have quite a ways to go. White sails, indicating a fleet of ships parked just offshore. Isaac, you have a question.
Seeing that I have what's considered the anti-material rifle, how big of a hole can I quietly put in the side of ships?
We'll find out. We'll find out when you get closer.
Could probably make the shot from here. It would just be a disadvantage.
Well, you can't see the
Don't
ship
even
itself. You can just see
try
the
it right
sails.
Even with my scope?
Uh-huh.
Okay, fair
The
enough.
sails are above the tree line.
Okay, so just the follow the bullet. We're good. We just
Do we
Can't
know
knock
that?
the hustle when it comes to Isaac trying to pull these. I love that.
Do we know that these sails belong to the place that we're going to, or some other place?
We pretty much know that this is where we're headed.
Okay.
So, as you descend the mountain, you enter the forest again. The path that you're on ends up turning into just forest floor. And a little bit of time goes by. You're walking through, watching your step, making sure, looking around to try to see what's going on. Taylor, roll a D100.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I love that B was just like, but what did I do?
Oh god. This is scary. So again, it's this and then this, correct? A D10 and a D100?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
That would be a 95.
Okay. And we will find the results of that roll when we come back from break. Everybody, enjoy
You
some nice,
motherfucker. You
wonderful artwork, both
You mother-
drawn and AI generated from both KJ and Victor. We will see y'all in about 10 minutes. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm scarred. I'm scared.
And we're back. So it's at this point in time that I realized that I forgot at the beginning of the episode to tell everybody who is watching to go follow us on all the social media stuffs, because that's where you're going to find out all the things about our session. Like, right now you're finding out that next week there will not be Dimensional Dial of Dr. Diago. We are still undecided if we're going to do something in place, but we will figure out what's going on over the week. That being said, this Friday we have the Garden with Chris and all of that crew. Um, on Sunday, Michael, confirm for me? Yeah.
Yes, this Sunday will be the reunion of the full party. But another announcement is that I will be hosting TBD Talks weekly on Saturday nights.
Ooh, starting this Saturday?
Starting this Saturday. Follow us
Wow.
on the tweets at 2bdicedadv for more information and how you, the watcher, can be involved and send us questions to ask us.
I may send silly questions just because I can't make it myself. So I
I
will be
hope you
involved
do.
that way. It's
I
going to be
hope you do.
really silly. Like, do you prefer meat or cheese lasagna?
I
Write it down.
challenge you to
Write
go
it down.
as silly as possible.
Yes.
So, that also being said, the other big one, go follow our YouTube things. That way you can go see all of our past episodes, like last night's episode of Legends of the Shattering, which I heard was quite a doozy, and I'm going to be catching up as soon as I can. That's for darn sure. So, with all that, anybody else any other announcements? All right, sounds good. Victor, just no. 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 Anyway, so
That's me.
we return to the scene as our group ventures through the forest. We all everybody is walking through, and everybody hears a very familiar sound just off out of your peripherals, if you will. The sudden darting motion within the brush, followed by a second one on the opposite side.
Our friends.
Sister
Crow.
Opal, we've come to get you.
Just readying in action if anything attacks us. I'm gonna blow their head off.
Opal's feathers flare out as she begins to hiss, looking in all directions.
I see.
I'm going to say that Borrow, unless something else happens, he would attempt to sling Petrichor on his back on that little like satchel thing that he made for them, and use his tremor sense to attempt to pinpoint and also just keep his hearing on whatever is moving around him. You're muted. That
What
means
does
we're
my
not allowed.
bird eye see?
So, if everybody would be kind enough to follow that link that I just put in our private chat to open Owlbear Rodeo, and then kindly place yourself somewhere along this path that you believe you would have been in the marching order. If let's just call it the top right corner is the direction that you were going.
So we're going
I
upward.
currently cannot view the map until further circumstances. I will be able to here in a little bit, but I would say Xanthi would probably be somewhere in the middle of whatever marching line is going on.
Is this something that if I send the link to you on Discord, you can open it on another device?
No. Well, yes, send it to me on Discord. It's just I'm waiting for my husband to get back with my phone so I can look at it on my phone.
I can. Oh, you have Discord open? I can share it. Screen share from there.
Okay, let's see if I can do that.
You can also see it literally
Right
on our screen.
there.
Because you also have to remember, my internet is not. It's
Oh, I
not
meant for the lovely
right
viewers
now.
who are watching it now.
No, honey, I need that. That's what I'm going to use to kill the party.
I'm sorry, what?
My
Go,
daughter
little
tried to steal
child.
When
my
Go,
the
little
dark-
one. The secret mission
When the
is
child
yours.
manages to get the secret intentions of the DM, just flat out.
No, she was just straight trying to steal my D20.
That's what we call divine
You go.
intervention, lady. Let's go.
You go, child. You steal that die so that he can only roll with D10s.
BRB.
That comes later when we start playing World of Darkness.
Man is
Anywho,
obsessed.
we are still getting some people's Isaac, I meant to talk to you about that. However, if you would like to, you could just pull up the stats in D&D Beyond for just a Deinonychus. They are a little tweaked,
Sounds good.
so I will have to get with you after the session to figure that out.
I just did orange for me and Opal. That way you can see. You can tell.
Makes sense. Big borrow. All right. So, with these sounds coming from pretty much everywhere, we're going to use this because it kind of looks a little bit better. Oops. You're not supposed to be that big. And snap to grid. You know what? Actually, just because I don't want to resize everything, we're just going to use the beast token.
All right, I'm hopping in. Sorry about that.
Hop, 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 hop.
Come on.
Come on.
Listen, folks, DMing is hard. And tools that we use, they can be tools sometimes.
And if you want to know more about this, join TBD Talks on Saturdays so we can discuss even further the struggles of DMing and playing D&D. This
That actually
message was
might be a good
sponsored
topic.
by this guy.
Really?
No,
I will send you my Venmo.
you can't afford me.
Honey. Leave that alone. Okay.
Straight
So,
to you.
you all see darting out of the brush and stopping some distance away from you guys. These same creatures that you have seen before, the same thing that Opal is. They are slowly starting to surround you and kind of hissing, but basically everything that they're doing is keeping you in place. Oop, that's a little too intense. Maybe we could just turn it down a little bit.
It's very hardcore anime. ready to like fight.
Yeah, it's a little too much. Let's go for not that one. I think that's the one that we like. Yeah, that one works for this. So we, as they are just basically hissing and growling and doing what they can to kind of keep you all right where you are, you all watch a sixth come from behind this rock to the south. And it's shortly after it arrives and it looks at all of you. And it turns, and you see scarring down the left side of its body. And if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure that they are burn scars.
Ooh, Shiza LaBeouf.
Oops.
It looks over the whole party and it actually stops on Opal. And it lowers its head and its growl gets louder and it releases a loud roar, which Opal returns, but it does not move from where she's standing. Isaac.
As it roars, can I shoot it? To cut the scream off short.
Sure.
Because didn't it disorient us last time?
It didn't really disorient you. It wasn't pleasant for Borrow, that's for sure. But what it did was terrify you and cause you to.
Oh yeah.
In
In that case, Crow's definitely shooting us. As soon as it
this
starts
was
roaring.
not the one that terrified you. That one is deceased.
That's
Or
fine.
no,
It's
that
gonna
one
be
is
too.
Opal. Forgot.
Of
course it is.
Please don't old Yeller the dinosaur.
So
Just look at the sunset, baby girl. Just look at the sunset.
you can roll to attack.
I'm so sorry.
Does a
Not
16
really.
hit?
I'm going to tell you in just 2 seconds.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Cool.
Also, I lied to you in the message. The number for Opal is not 26. It is it is 40.
Cool. Thank you.
I don't know what that means.
You're not supposed to.
Okay. Cool. And that would be 23 damage for the first shot, and Crow's gonna shoot.
Damn.
And that would be another 16 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
Did it miss?
Oh, it hits.
I'm so confused. And that would be 30 damage for the second shot.
30 damage. Can you give me the both together?
When I said the first one was 22 or 23. Tarzan, you said damn very dramatically.
When?
We'll just
For
go
the
with,
number for the damage.
we'll just go with 20. So 50 altogether.
50
There you go.
altogether?
Yeah, with the 2 shots.
Okay. You nail this thing twice, and its growl gets lower. Now we are rolling initiative.
Oh dear. Goodness gracious me.
No, with Petrichor's current state, that roll makes sense.
I know it probably doesn't beat Crow, but I totally got a nat 20 for a 22.
My dice taunted me with a, hey, it's going to be a 15, no, a 7.
At least you didn't roll a 1.
Yeah, we're gonna die. Granted, you all are gonna die. I'm up in the sky right now.
Lucky, did you roll with advantage?
Yes.
Fun.
I didn't roll higher than a 5. It was a 2 and a 3.
Wait, were we supposed to roll with advantage?
No, he's a barbarian.
Barbarian thing. Got it.
Barbarian thing.
Yeah.
Do we have a roll for Caliban?
Yes, sorry, 18.
18. I'm using the mechanical keyboard, so that's probably annoying as piss for all of you. I am so sorry.
Can't hear it.
I don't
We
believe you.
can't hear it. All we hear is guitar.
That
Is that
epic
too loud?
music in the background.
It's only on 10. It can't be that loud. All
I
right.
don't know why, but this theme music reminds me of Scott Pilgrim.
I get that. I get that, actually. So, first things first, I'm the realist. Second thing, Crow, it is your turn. Oh, did you roll for...
I did not.
Let's do that.
Do I need to roll for little guy as well?
Yeah.
That'd be a 16 for Opal.
Oh, I swear, this little baby better not get punted.
I don't think the little guy is going to be doing too much, but just in case.
He can't really do all that much, but that was a 3.
Oh, so your initiative. Have you named the little guy yet?
No, we haven't come up with a name yet.
All right, then he stays in the initiative tracker as little guy.
Sparky.
So, Crow, it is your turn.
That would be a 21 to hit. Same one.
That hits.
$29 damage.
Okay.
Not down. Okay, shooting it again. That'd be a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
And with that shot, it is 48 damage.
So, with 4 shots, this thing finally falls.
Do you know how long it takes to make one of those bullets? Stupid.
Yes.
So much
you
better. So much
You
better.
finally just got them made.
4 sessions.
Now you have materials to make them much more expediently. So, will that be all for Crow?
For now.
Okay.
Well, actually, bonus action, lay down. Get prone with my sniper.
Get down with your bad self. So, that brings us to Xanthi.
So, I will say Xanthi's gonna be like, God damn it, we got shit we gotta do. Let's just get this shit done and over with. And she is going to run up to using her movement to I'm gonna say she's gonna go over here and she's going to cast Azakir Scorcher Agonizer Scorcher on 4th level. They will.
Okay.
That is a length of 30 feet, I believe, that covers those first two.
So what I will say is that first one right next to you is the one that Crow just iced.
Oh, so may I make my movement to here instead?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that works out.
Cool potatoes. Does that still reach for 50 or 30 feet for those two?
Honey, I need that. Let's see. Yeah, yes, I do.
Cool. Those little fuckers are gonna have to make a dexterity saving throw of 16.
Number 2 passes. Number 3 fails.
All right. I believe they take half damage on a fail.
On a pass, they take half damage.
Or sorry, on a pass. My bad. Let me roll the damage for that.
Yep.
That will be 20 points of damage in full
Okay.
and 10 half.
Got it. So you unleash this line of flame along the ground, and that first one just eats it right away. The second one looks like it jumped out of the way of the brunt of it, but yeah, they ain't happy. Anything else for Xanthi?
I don't really think there's anything else I can do, so that will be the end of my turn.
Okie dokie. Caliban.
Let's make this simple. Gonna move all the way up here, and I'm gonna swing.
All right.
First of 2 attacks, 15.
That will hit.
Second swing, 14.
That also hits.
Cool. So that is going to be a total of 20 points of damage.
All right. Got it. Miguel?
How much was that movement just then? That was 20.
I don't know. What do you think I am? The DM who monitors all this stuff?
I'm just keeping in mind my next move. Okay, cool.
All right. After Caliban. Alrighty. There is a loud snarl. Let me see here. Perfect. Bang. Let me see what the modifier is here. Bang, bang. All right. I ask Isaac, does a 22 hit Opal?
Yes.
All right. This. What the heck that was? Okay. Yeah, this creature runs up and it successfully bites Opal right on the back of her neck. Where are my d8s? There we go.
The dino-dacity of this.
Opal will take 10 points of piercing damage. That's cocked. That is a 15 to hit.
Hits. I mean, unless she has a different OC than yours.
She does not yet. Ooh, that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
And that is 4 points of slashing damage.
You said how many?
4.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so that was that one. This one. Xanthi.
Bring it on.
shows Anthe. That is a 22 to hit.
I would like to use shield as a reaction.
What does that make your AC after that?
It is a +5 bonus to my AC. So that.
What is your AC?
Shit. It's a 16. Fuck, that still
So it would,
hit.
it would still hit, but if you want to keep it up, this will raise your AC until the beginning of your next turn to 21.
I will go ahead and do that. Just for
Alrighty.
safety measures.
So that is 5 points of piercing damage as it bites right into your collar.
Stupid fucking lizard. I'm going to turn you into a pair of fucking boots.
That's going to be a miss for the first claw. I need that.
Go, child.
That's a 19 to hit, so that's going to miss as well because your shield. So that one is expired. Bucky! Does it? I know the answer is no. Does a 12 hit you?
That would be a no, and that they have to have an incredible reach because I'm 50 feet up in the air right now.
Oh. Well then.
I've been flying this whole
Instead-
time.
He
Instead,
has the high ground.
Riley or
There you go.
Petrichor,
Lord
does a
DM.
12 hit you?
I also have a question. Considering the fact that currently Riley Petrichor is basically my backpack, do they share my AC?
No.
Okay.
It's fine. A 12 doesn't hit.
All right. That also doesn't hit. Yeah, no. I guess that it's just the psychological factor of.
Going for a chicken that was up in the air.
Yeah. Well, no. I was gonna say just the fact that Riley is on Barrow's back. That's gonna bring us around to Caliban. That's a 19 to
Bonus
hit.
action. Rage.
Well, it's not your turn. You're getting attacked. It's your turn to get hit.
Oh, I thought you
'cause
said. I thought you meant it was my turn.
I apologize. We are still on the dinosaurs. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes.
All right. That is a 6 to hit. Are you DMing, baby? Is that
No.
what you're saying? Are you saying like what hits and stuff like that? Yes, she is. She says that you got hit.
Well, I mean, I can't argue that.
Second
Oh
attack.
god, this has entered the game. This is
That's
the
gonna
true
be a
god of
miss.
pain.
And that is a 18 to hit.
Hits.
All right. So then
It is
the
my
second claw
handicap.
is 8 to hit for the second for the second one that actually hits you. Honey, you're supposed to
So
be
how many-
sleeping. What are you
How
doing?
many total points of damage?
Was it 8 and 8? Is that what I did? I mean, these ones are
I think
mine.
it was
You
8
had that
and
one?
9. I'm gonna go off that.
All right, so 17.
17.
Yeah. So
Ouch.
one more. Let me see here. Perfect. Gotta grab Caliban. It's not over.
It's my
No.
headcanon that child's noises are exactly
That's-
what Riley sounds like when traveling.
Yeah. That's
That's a
all I'm
7 to hit.
imagining.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay, and last attack. That's a 19 to hit.
19 does.
And that's 9 more points of slashing damage.
Apparently, our demise is the funniest thing in the world to your child.
Listen, the songs that she has been singing along to when watching Disney movies lately, Poor Unfortunate Souls,
Okay.
Be Prepared.
Okay.
What other ones has she been doing lately? Shiny from Moana.
You got a villain.
I do. This was evident from one of the first times that she saw Frozen 2, and it got to the part where Anna is like sad and crying in the cave, and she started laughing like it was the funniest shit ever. She thought it was the best.
Oh my god, I am not ready for children.
Nobody is. My little supervillain in the making. She's going to be the BBEG of the next campaign we do. Yeah, baby.
Honestly, that sounds horrifying and absolutely adorable. I would totally be down for that.
Alrighty. That being said, after that lengthy turn, it is now Opal's turn. What is Opal being ordered to do?
Just attack the one that attacked her first.
Alright, would you like to roll?
Yes.
Biggest mistake I'll ever make.
You can if you want to.
No. Less rolls for me. I just rolled a lot.
She doesn't have the modifiers that I do. That's proving my point. That is an 8 to hit.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Total hits.
It was an 8. It didn't hit.
Yeah, no.
That's a 17 to hit with her second claw.
17 will hit, and this is number dos.
Kill. And that would be a 7 plus 2. That would be 9 piercing damage.
With that claw attack, Opal takes down another Deinonychus.
Oh, Xanthi hit that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So let me just...
Xanthi's not like plucky, so you're good.
And then while I'm laying there, I'm just gonna pat my side for her to stay close because I see how beat up she is.
Okay, good point. Borrow. You're muted.
Well, yeah. This thing attempting to bite my child. It's not gonna fly. So I will say that Borrow is going to attack that fellow.
All right. Swing away.
Does a 25 hit?
Maybe.
I'll take that maybe. I'm going to say that as this thing attempted to launch to take a bite of Riley, Borrow literally just swung, bringing his staff and just smacking it in the jaw with 7 points of damage on the first strike.
You said 7?
Yes, 7 points.
And this is number quattro.
And I needed
that
to
one is
give me... I needed to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con. Okay. What is the DC?
16.
This Deinonychus, after you hit it, you watch it blink a few times, and its eyes are not cooperating which direction that it's going to be in, and it is effectively stunned.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. After that, Borrow carrying Petrichor, Riley, and little guy moves here. Flanking one of the creatures facing Caliban.
Okay.
And proceeds to do another attack with advantage because flanking.
No, we don't flank here.
What do you mean we don't flank here?
We don't flank here.
What do you mean we don't flank here?
There's no flanking.
Wait, if I don't,
There is no flanking in
Can I-
Bossing Say.
can I get advantage even without flanking just because of how cool we are?
Do you have inspiration?
Do I?
No, but he has a point.
No, I gave him inspiration.
Roll persuasion on the DM.
Can I?
No, I always lose those.
Can I bring Cuerdo to make that perception roll?
I mean, have you seen his TikToks?
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah. Listen, if I okay, so no advantage. So we're saying. Okay.
No.
Well, in that case, it's not a natural 20, it's an 18.
18 does hit.
Can I save that natural 20 for my next roll? Since I did
No.
2 rolls? Damn it.
Why'd you do 2 rolls?
Because
I didn't ask for 2 rolls. I asked for 1 roll.
All I'm saying is flanking is fun.
Trash.
I needed to give me a con saving.
Multi attack.
How much damage did it take?
Oh, sorry. That's a total of 11 points of damage.
11. Got it. And con save.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get some more of these rings out here. That'll work. All right. Yep.
Wonderful. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
And so after Borrow moves to stun that creature next to Caliban, how much distance was that? 30. Perfect. So after doing that, he is going to move his remainder distance here.
Just spreading around the stunning strikes, huh?
Yes, sir. And now I have flurry of blows, correct? That's what I'm
That
going
is what
to
you
right
said.
now. Yes. Wonderful. So with that being said, first strike will be a 16 to hit.
That it's. This is number 5.
That's a total of 6 points of damage.
How do you want to do that?
Ooh. I will say that Borrow just basically starts moving gracefully through these creatures, smacking the jaw of the first one and stunning it, then moving and running fast gracefully as he just walks by the one focused on Caliban and just swings his staff to once more smack it on the top of the head, stunning it, and having a moment of putting his foot on the ground to control his stop as he veers and moves in the direction of the last one. And with that one, he just has a moment of making that last step, lifting his body with it, just going to the balls of his foot and bringing it down on his head, just like hitting on the skull from above with both hands and just lays it down.
All right. And down it went.
And after that, he just has a moment of striking and then tilting his head lightly toward Caliban.
All right. So what I will say is that if you want, you can refund your key points since you only use that one strike as a bonus action.
Oh.
Because you get the one unarmed strike as a bonus action for free, or you can spend a key point for 2 for flurry of blows. So since you only used the one, I'll let you refund that.
I'll take it.
Alrighty. After Borrow, it is Clucky.
You're muted.
The world is your oyster, Clucky. These guys are stunned.
The world is your eggshell.
First
Must be some dive bombing going on here, I feel.
Yeah. Clucky takes looks down, seeing that the party is engaged in with these little lizard people. Does a full on dive with the battle axe of Stormlords. As he does, he enters his rage, which drops him down 20 feet as a bonus, as part of his bonus action. So he only has 30 feet left to go. Drops down on top of 4. What's he gonna do? He's gonna come down with the battle axe of the Stormlord recklessly, and that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yep.
I need to do it recklessly. You have advantage anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. 11 damage on that first strike. Second attack.
Got it.
It's going to be a 28 this time.
Uh-huh.
And that is max damage on that second attack for 18 damage. Plus 6 or 4. 1 second, I gotta check what.
How do you want to do it?
6. So Clucky comes down. As soon as he hits the ground, the blade of the axe is carving its path through the torso of the creature, and then he twists the blade and comes up with a vertical strike, lopping off the head at the same time. So you just see this dinosaur get trisected instantaneously and falls to the ground in pieces.
All right.
Smash.
Gotcha.
That is 2 actions. He still has. He moved 30 feet on his own. Moving an additional. Wait. I have 5 feet left. I'll just move a little that way. And that ends my turn.
All right. That brings us to Petrichor and the little guy. We'll do that. We'll do them together. Since that's how that's going to go.
Let's see. Do I have the spell prepared today? Is the question.
Do you have the spell today? You're in for a big surprise.
I do. I was smart and prepared it. Look at that.
Ooh.
What's the range on this? 30 feet? Where am I? Dang it, that one's dead. That's fine. I can get two of them. We are casting Bane.
Yes.
So I need a charisma saving throw of 15 from.
You know who's charismatic? Not these guys. Is it? It's both of them.
Yes, it's not dead, so technically it still has to make the save.
The one that's fainted. Is that what you mean?
It says fainted, not expired.
Yes, that there is a very, very distinct thing because of who hit it. So that one, that it can't make a charisma save. It's unconscious, so it fails. Then you can get number 6, but you cannot get number 3 by Xanthi, right? That's how that works out. Okay, so then number 6. That will be a natural 20 for 18.
It passes.
I was honestly worried.
I don't have that high of a DC yet.
Yet. We're working on it.
What bonus actions do I have?
This Petrichor should be all of them.
Oh, that's a bonus action. I could do that. Bonus action. Casting Shield of Faith on Borrow, which gives you a +2 to your AC.
Because that's what he needs.
I am invincible!
Oh, you guys are just going to cover each other. So you're going to Shield of Faith him, he's going to Shield of Faith you, and then you're both just going to have 27 AC apiece.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
And then I'm going to tell you both, make a wisdom saving throw.
Monk, so.
It's fine.
Charisma.
Cast guidance. Oh, it's saving throw, never mind.
All right. So, is that all for Petrichor?
Yes. And Little guy can't do much.
No, we cannot. So if he stays there, that's completely fine. That's all well and good. Back to the top. Crow. I know that face. Because
don't
you
know that
told me
face.
what that face means in private message.
Debating. Okay, we're gonna do this. Number 6, is it stunned?
Yes.
Crow's gonna use half of his movement to stand up, and he's going to go over here. And even though it's my turn, can I whistle for Opal to come over, or is that a no-go?
You can. It'll happen on her turn.
Okay. But I am going to, if possible, shut up, Victor. Try to calm it down. And I'm going to whistle for Opal to come over and see if I can't give her a command to take over as Alpha, seeing that their Alpha's dead. So whatever role you want me to make for that, I can give up my actions for her to come over if you want me to. Whatever.
We're gonna go for something like that just to make it make sense. We're just gonna yonder. That makes sense. Start with an animal handling check because this is not something that you have tried before.
We're all for new things here. That'd be a dirty 20.
So she gets the idea. Now, I would like Opal to make an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. Literally, no joke, first roll, natural 20, -2. I can roll again if you want me to. But I don't think
only
it's getting
because I
better
said
than that.
advantage. That's it.
The other one was a 2. -2.
Well, with advantage, we're gonna go with the 0 because I'm kidding. So this creature is stunned still, so I cannot take any action. But yeah, that's about it. You're waiting for it to come out of its stun.
Crow's just going to basically announce, I think Opal has this one under control if we focus on the others. And end my turn.
That is going to bring us to, I guess that maybe we can come back to Michael with Caliban, unless he is there and can hear us. Oh, hi.
Yeah, still here.
Okay.
Okay, so fainted animal is
Unconscious, not making death saving throws. It is just, honey, that's fine.
So if I attack it while it's prone, that's just gonna be dead then.
Yeah, you would just be murdering something that's knocked the fuck out. It is out of. It is effectively.
It's out of
initiative.
commission. Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'll just go for the one that's right next to me.
That is the one that Crow has Opal trying to assert dominance over. We do not have the result because it is stunned.
Crow is trying to establish a PetSmart right now.
All right. Well, he's gonna he'll turn and he'll look. He's like, "Hey, you're doing something." All right.
So there is one more still up that is all the way down.
Yeah, I don't have the reach for that though, unless I dash.
Throw your weapon.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Could
try
I
it.
dash?
It's in hops.
Yeah. I should dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, just out of reach. Okay.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah, for real, right? It's only a 5-foot reach with this greatsword. Damn it!
The great sword that is 9 feet long, but you have an effective reach of 5 feet.
Right? It's so.
Now throw it.
I don't want to throw it. I like it.
You can pick it back up.
I don't have like. No, it's
It's right there.
fine. I'll throw it.
Yes.
What's your movement
I'm
speed?
so happy about this.
But there's
You're
no.
gonna
I don't
decapitate
have any,
this thing by just
nothing
throwing your sword.
I have nothing to add to it. That's why I'm
So,
hesitant.
because you don't happen to have the Tavern Brawler feat, do you? I know that's popular among barbarians.
No, I
so
don't.
Okay, so
Because there are
this
no
would
taverns
be,
on this island.
This would be a attack roll using your strength modifier.
Okay. That is 18.
That hits.
All right.
See?
I'm
Not
just
all
like
bad.
I had ran all the way over. You just see. Ah. Okay. Ah.
Xanthi's just standing there, just like, what the fuck is this old man doing?
The old man still got it. He echoes in his mind whispers of a word called smash.
Smash.
I heard it from the great beyond. So what damage would that be? Just the regular greatsword damage?
Rules as written, it's supposed to be 1d4. That doesn't matter to me right now because when you are whipping a 9-foot long, 75-pound greatsword, you're gonna do.
So
you can
2d4?
do your regular. You can do your regular greatsword.
Okay. 9 points. Piercing, I
9
guess, because it's thrown.
Oh, you're gonna like javelin style throw it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's still standing,
God
but it's got a greatsword sticking out of its hip.
Hey, you bastard! I need that back.
It's yelping in pain and like trying to bite it to pull it out.
Ah.
Does this
Yeah,
mean that it is effectively at 0 movement speed?
I'll say half.
I'll take it.
All right. So that was one attack. If you want to throw another weapon,
I mean, I'm already raging, so I don't need to bonus action that. And I mean, I can't move, so and I have nothing else to throw. I literally am only armed with a greatsword.
oh, okay.
You don't have like a flip flop or something?
Yeah,
A
I'll throw
chancla?
my sandal at.
Who
Who
is
throws
my
a
grandma?
shoe? Honestly.
So
It defies
Yeah.
aerodynamics.
You know, moms.
a
100%.
chancla, if you have proficiency in improvised weapons, is actually
I do not.
7d20 damage.
I do
And
Most
like
of it being
50
psychic.
psychic damage.
So that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, that is fair. That brings us to Ledanos. We're gonna do number 3 first, which
I skipped on the.
you
I-
were.
Yeah,
I
because I
apologize.
thought I was second, which I
You
was
should have been before Caliban. I apologize.
fucking getting up on my dino, bro.
Borrow,
Like,
tell me to go
Anthony's
to
not
jail.
like that, but I can be.
You skip the sorcerer, you go to jail.
How does this dinosaur look?
Not happy, and it has a great sword sticking out of
Like,
it.
I'm talking damage wise. Like, how much?
On a completely hypothetical scale of 1 to 26, it's at about a 19 of pissed off.
I'm more talking like, how much more damage can this little bastard take?
I just told you.
Oh, 19 damage. Okay. All right, 19. All right. Cool potatoes. Xanthi, upon seeing this dinosaur now with like a sword like just sticking out of its body, she's gonna look at the sword, she's gonna look at Caliban, and then she's gonna look back at the sword, and she's just gonna be like, this poor creature. Like, I was gonna turn you into a fucking curse, but now I'm just gonna take you out of your misery. And she is going to give me a moment. Pulling up my spells. Where are they? There they are. Okay. She is going to just go ahead and cast Agar Scorcher once more on 4th level.
Okay.
They'll need to make a dexterity saving throw of 16.
It does not.
It does not pass.
It does not pass. So it's going to take full damage of whatever you roll.
There will be 21 points of damage.
There's a torrent of flame around this thing, and when you are done, so is it.
She then walks up, takes the blade out of, like, grabbing the blade, and just slowly pulls it out of the dinosaur and goes to hand it back to Caliban.
Which I'm sure he will gladly accept when he returns.
Yes.
That being said, oh shoot, this thing is stunned until Borrow's turn, so that is it for the dinos. Opal kind of had her turn, so it is Borrow's turn now. If I may, before Borrow takes his turn, this thing is going to stop being stunned, and as it kind of shakes it off and looks over at Opal, it lowers its head and crouches towards the ground.
It did the hippogriff bow.
Crow's just gonna ruffle Opal's feathers. Good to go.
And then Borrow is going to shoot it with a gun.
And then I pulled out my gun.
A shotgun too, because loud. That's why he likes.
Blind man with a shotgun.
No,
I'm absolutely terrified.
I'm gonna say that Borrow perceives this, and he just, for now, he just sort of stands his ground where he is, reaching behind him for Patrick O'Reilly's head as he taps gently. Are you all right, kiddo? And casting guidance too.
They just kind of groan that they're okay.
Welcome back.
So, in this moment, as things are kind of dying down, there are many dead dinosaurs now. Dead or sleeping, because Borrow doesn't kill anything. He's like Batman, I swear they're not dead, they're just knocked out.
They're horribly concussed, in need of a hospital, and possibly in a coma.
This other dinosaur is still in a submissive stance before Opal. And this exchange happens with Petra. Oh, here, let me, because, this was accurate here. So, as everybody's kind of taking this moment, everyone hears the sound of a horn.
How far is the sound, and does this vibration of the sound, the traveling of it, grant any sort of advantage to Borrow's blind sense, tremor sense?
Make a perception check.
Guidance.
16.
16. So you know that it's coming from the direction that you guys are actually going to. However, it is beyond your normal perception to actually see it. And it's in this moment that you hear the horn blow a second time.
Does it sound like familiar to any kind of horn that we've heard before, like in travels at like ports where it's like a ship horn?
This is more like a handheld horn.
Is there anything that I would be able to perceive from the sound, as in, like, is the second horn same, like, length and everything, or is it different? Like, is there anything that I could potentially, like, sense out of that with Borrow's, like, journey travels of what that could potentially be, or at least get a sense of it?
So it is definitely the same tone, the same length. That the horn is being blown. And a few seconds after the second horn stops, you hear yelling. Does anybody happen to speak Goblinoid?
I have
Oh, I
comprehend
definitely do.
languages.
I
That's
definitely
something that
speak
you would have to
Goblins.
cast beforehand.
May I go ahead and cast it on myself if we are out of initiative?
You are not out of initiative.
Fuck nuggets!
Yeah.
You all hear, "Hey, Dawa!" And you can now see. Where are they?
Well, Borrow can't.
Where Burrow King.
Make
Okay, come
fun of
on.
the
Y'all
blind.
always beat me to the blind jokes, and I finally got one out there.
That's because
I
we
haven't
didn't see
gotten
it coming.
any ever. So
You shut up, Matthew.
hey, he's the Pungeon Master.
You damn right. Don't you forget it.
Everybody hide under the corpse of the dinosaurs and just play dead.
That's not gonna work.
Okay, now it's Star Wars all over again.
I was thinking Hacksaw Ridge.
We just
Gonna,
gotta
gonna go on a limb and say that those horns are because we took down their dinos.
Oh shit.
Just gonna go on a limb.
They
say
have
that.
hunting dinos.
No,
Who
I
knows?
have hunting dinos.
So did they.
You currently have 2 dinosaurs. I wouldn't exactly call them hunting dinos.
Oh, I could point and Opal would go. I have trained
So,
them up.
when Michael comes back, hopefully he will update the map to be turned the right direction. But in the upper right corner of the map, if you are looking at Owlbear, 5 individuals are coming for you. 4 of them are hobgoblins in leather type armor with martial weapons. And the last one is a bugbear that has a mace in each hand, and around its waist strapped a war drum.
I'm gonna put his fucking fat little head through that war drum of his.
Borrow, it is still your turn.
You're muted.
Noted. Are these?
Is this the one you're listening to?
Is it safe to say that these things have seen us?
Yes.
Or like, okay.
And now they are running into your perception.
Got it.
I measured things out.
Okay. Okay. I am going to say Balro is going to tilt his head slightly to the side. It appears it's not time to rest yet, little one. And Balro is going to cast Shield of Faith on Edric O'Reilly. Are you ready for a little bit more of adventure?
I think so.
Good. I'm sure that I could use your help. And and then I'm going to wait. Sorry. So, question, DM. I know that I can cast as a bonus action if I spend a key point. I can use Patient Defense, but I used it on the spell. Can I still use it the key point and use it as an action, like as my main action?
So with using it as your action, you don't have to spend a key point because that is just taking the dodge action.
Gotcha. Yeah, in that case, I'm going to say that Baro is going to. Oh, let me see. Let me see something. That area on the map, like north, a little, like between the what seems to be like an apple tree and the main tree next to the goblins, is that area? Sorry, 25.
There's a drawing tool on Owlbear if you want to use that, or like a laser tool.
Laser tool.
It's called the pointer tool. Yeah, that area up there. Yes, I see.
Yes, that area. Yes. Would I be able to, if I were to move in that direction in that area, would that get me off sight, out of sight?
Probably. I'll have you roll a stealth check to see if they like track your movement.
I'll say guidance. Would be a dirty 20.
All right.
And total. Wait, let me see. I just want to make sure that I can get all this time distance. Would Barrow be able to know whether or not he can like potentially flank, like if you wanted to move here with his 45 feet of movement, his awareness of his surroundings is available to know that he can potentially like walk around like above the map area, like that edge to show up on the other side?
Potentially.
Cool.
That could probably work.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that that's where he's going to move with Riley and Little Guy, using his stealth and the bushes and everything to attempt to keep himself from sight, and using his hearing to try to keep himself that way.
Okay. Gotcha. Alrighty. After Barrow is Clucky. Huh. All right, we will come back to. Oh, I just got a message. He will be right back. We will come back to Clucky's turn. Somebody remind me that when he does come back, because I know I'm going to forget. That is going to bring us to. Let me double check. Bang. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. This one do be running right up on Crow, but that is its action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 right there as well. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Actually, 30. This one I'm going to hold that one's attack because it will try to attack Clucky, but he's not here to properly defend himself. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That one had to get into a better position. And this one here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is going to be right there. We measure a few things. Yeah. So first thing is first. This one in the very back, this bugbear. It's got the gold ring around him. He's speaking Goblinoid. You don't know what he's saying, but he is shouting orders at the hobgoblins that he is with. And as he is shouting these, what you can assume are orders, he is also using the two maces in his hands to bang on his war drum. And I would like to mark, first of all.
You said that's a bugbear?
Yes.
Got it.
Grow. Make a, I believe it's a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, we're going to call it a wisdom saving throw.
That'd be 16.
16. Where are you? I'm so sorry. There we go. So you don't even know what this thing says. However, as it is shouting at you, it's like the voice that is using, the tone and everything, just the pure aggression coming up off of it. It's very unnerving, and there's definitely something that creeps into the back of your mind that you know is not natural. So you are taking 7 points of psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll. All right. Next up is going to be Petrichor.
How much can I see from where I'm at?
Not too much. I think that this is a tree, so you could see, like, it's not like this is all ground level or anything, but yeah. What are you trying to see?
Can I see the one banging on the war drum?
That I'm going to call no from your current position. You do not have line of sight on that individual. You can hear him, you know where he is, but not line of sight.
Okay. Where would I have to move to gain line of sight?
We're going to do pointer tool either this way or around this way. Basically, like, big old trunk of the tree, you have to see around it.
I will ready an action.
Okay.
I'm going to ready Guiding Bolt for as soon as I get line of sight.
Okay. That is fair. So, we will backtrack for a moment. Tarzan, you can take Clucky's turn now.
Okie dokie, smoky. Any these, being that there is a bugbear, Clucky is hesitant at the moment. Is there any identifying markings on these this tribe?
Identifying markings, for sure, but you wouldn't know what they are.
Okay, cool. Cool. He's going to run up to 1. Still raging. He's going to attack with his great axe, which is going to be 12. Okay, he's going to do his standard 2 attacks. Fuck me. 19 and 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Both of them? Okay, cool.
That was 2 attacks. Yeah, those were both attack. Or both hit, rather.
There's 2d12s. That's going to be 14 plus 12. That's 26 damage in total for the 2 attacks. Bonus action.
You can take out number 1. Immediately.
Okay, cool. He's going to use his remaining movement after killing that one to move over to 4. And he's going to use... Get out of here. He has great weapon master. He killed somebody, so he can use this bonus action to make a melee weapon attack.
That is fair.
24 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then... Again. That's going to be max damage on that 3rd attack, which is 12 plus 6, 18 plus 3, 19 damage on that 3rd attack.
Oof.
That will end his turn.
Gotcha. That being said, while you were gone, one of them was able to take a shot at you. I didn't roll the hit because you weren't here or anything, so we're just going to do it now.
All right.
It did not roll well. It was only a 10 to hit, so you managed to dodge out of there. So we did Petrichor's turn. They are holding until they see something. It is Crow's turn.
Crow is going to look at Clucky. Hey, Clucky, you got these 2.
Sorry. Yes, he does.
Crow's going to lay down using his bonus action to set up his bipod to give himself a flat roll instead of disadvantage. And he is going to shoot the bugbear.
Okay. Bugbear has half cover because you're shooting through another creature.
Sharpshooter, doesn't matter.
You're absolutely right. Okay. Roll to hit.
That would be a 19 to hit.
Roll again.
Why am I rolling again?
Bro doesn't know magic.
You have disadvantage on your attack, remember?
No, silvery barbs.
I was so confused. I was like, what? That would be an 18 to hit.
Still does hit.
I was like, wait, I had disadvantage and then I laid down so I didn't have disadvantage, but I still have disadvantage. I'm so confused.
We're dealing with a magic user, baby.
Am I good just to roll both hits and then just do all the damage at once?
Or
Or would you rather do it a step at a time?
You can roll that second hit if you want.
Okay. Second one would be a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Cool. So I'm just going to pull up my calculator so it's quicker. My apologies.
You're fine.
That'd be 61 damage for the first 2 shots, and Crow is going to action surge and shoot 2 more times.
All right.
That would be a 21 to hit. And a 23 to hit.
Huh. Okay.
And then last bullet. Good Sir DM, would you like my total?
Yeah. Yes, it would.
That'd be 119 damage total.
Jesus Christ.
I have
Like
Sharpshooter,
from-
which gives me a plus 10 plus my plus 9 to attack. So it's a 19 for every shot plus my 2 d12s that I roll for damage.
So you're talking about all 4 shots.
All 4
Okay.
shots is 119 damage.
Okay. Yeah, 4 shots, it's going to go down. Fine. Take away my toy.
I'll take it. Listen, I customized that sniper with you. Thank you very much.
That's what you get when you bring a sniper rifle into a fantasy medieval fight.
Lucky, you just hear that. And with the 4th one, the head just explodes. Like all 4 shots, just like.
Yeah, you're seeing the goblinoid over top of you right now, being bombarded by a bunch of ghost chickens. So
just like running around the goblin's head.
Okay, so
Sorry,
Xanthi would be up next.
All right, so these 3 fuckers that are in a line.
Talking about, here, let me use this tool.
Okay, so no, the first one's expired.
Yeah.
Last one's also expired, and the second one is still alive.
Yeah, we have.
you gotta go a little.
By the trees.
You need to go a little north because you're looking at all the dead people. We're being engaged to the north, northeast, more specifically.
No, I see where we're being engaged from. I was going to pursue the 3 that were in a line. I didn't realize that those 2 were expired.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 3, 4, and 2 that are remaining.
Correct.
All right, so give me a second. Let me do some measurements on some spells. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so Xanthi is going to use her full, I think it's 30 or 35 feet. Her full 30 feet to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to move her full 30 feet to get as close as, possible to this fucker number 2 over here by the trees, and she's going to aim her staff of Booyah and cast Fireball.
All right. So 20-foot radius. So you're gonna. That one's expired. Yeah. So it looks like you are just going to be hitting that one, which is good
Yeah.
because that means that you won't be hitting anybody else. That is
Exactly. That little bastard will need to make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
all right. Let's see if you can do it. You can.
All right. So he will
Roll
be
them dice.
taking- $26 points of damage.
Just gonna. Okay.
Oh, he did. Okay, good. With that will be the end of my turn. I burned him to a crisp, and that is all I wanted to do. That's really all I can do at this point.
He's
So
toasty.
he is a toasty boy.
He is a toasty boy. For the sake of argument, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We're gonna move Caliban up there. I have no idea what his modifiers or anything are, so I'm just gonna leave it at that because these let's face it, these guys are not long for the world. It would be Opal's turn. Actually, it is going to be the other dino's turn. Crow, what are you ordering Opal to order this thing?
To attack number 3.
All right.
So I'm just
you
gonna like, as
actually-
I'm laying there, I'm just gonna like whistle and like point at the one right above me.
So, because you haven't actually taught Opal the command attack yet, she just does because self-preservation. Having that go over to the next one, I will have you make flat roll animal handling check.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. And that's gonna transfer all the way down and see if this thing is actually gonna attack it.
15.
15.
Would have been a
That
24.
combined with things, yeah, we're actually going to say that it can attack. Number 3.
Am I rolling for Opal, or are you also rolling for Opal?
You can roll for Opal, but I gotta do this one. So that is going to be. Oh, that's not a hit. Silly me. So that's the first attack. Second attack is also not a hit. Third attack. Yeah, no. This thing swings 3 times and it just doesn't. It just doesn't make purchase, but it's still there and it's still trying to go.
It's okay. Opal missed twice too. Does a 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, so she misses both of her claws, and now she's going in with her face. And that would be a 7 plus 2, so 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing damage. Which goblin is this?
3.
Number 3. 9. Okay. So it's still up, but hooded. Alrighty. So after Opal, that brings us to Borrow.
Very well. Give him cake.
Well, we're out of cake.
Alright, cake.
What's cake?
So, question.
So you're telling my options are or
Yeah.
death?
Petricor's ready to action. Is it something that can be like because the target is already dead? Does that mean that it's
That is a good point.
canceled?
And that is a good point. So I will, if you're okay, which I'm guessing you are since you brought it up, KJ, if you would like to switch targets of that prepared up.
Yeah, they're
Going
keeping their eyes on the battlefield. If they see that one's dead, they'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
Well,
so
say-
you can
I'll-
shoot at number 3 or number 4 from where you are.
I'm gonna say that on Bara's turn, he just keeps hearing the battle and hearing as these things drop, and then finally he senses like the two remaining seem to be close to the group, and he's just going to make his movement. Yeah, carrying Petrichor, he makes his move out of the bushes. Enabling Petrichor to enter range and view, he hopes, he believes, so that they may use their readied action.
Oh, don't worry about range, honey. I got double range on all my spells, and it's already normally 120 feet. We're good.
Well, fine. Baro keeps going further north in the map until he just disappears from
Borrow
the
actively makes it more difficult.
Natural 20.
Ooh, too bad my magic user is gone.
This is
Counter spell.
Don't you dare.
I counterspell your counterspell.
Use all the counter spells.
My non-magic user.
This is like playing Magic the Gathering, but everybody's
And as
playing
in
blue.
counterspell, Xanthi just walks up and smacks him upside the head. Just be like,
This is
no.
so many dice.
50 cal.
It takes 40 points of radiant damage.
This was number 3.
Yes.
They dead. They gone.
You don't know that.
If it's still alive, the next attack on it has advantage.
I saw the E pop up underneath of him. I'm like, yep, it's expired.
Yeah, it's dead. Beautiful. So, Baro, you can continue your turn now. Now that you have brought your Abrams tank into the battlefield, it hath laid waste. I'm pretty sure that there are Sabaton songs about what KJ just did.
I rolled 14d6, you guys.
Jesus Christ.
You're muted.
You've been muted this whole time, sir.
I'm going to say that that's actually all Baro is going to do.
Okay.
He senses that he senses the circumstances. He's not worried.
Alrighty. Clucky, it is your turn.
Clucky smash.
Clucky is going to do what he does best, and he is going to grapple, and by grapple I mean he's going to grab Thor by the throat. Rolling at grapple attack now.
Oh, it's got a counter roll. Okay.
It's going to be an 18.
You grapple it.
Okay. That was going to be a little sad. Rolled really low on those. Second action, grappling pin. Moving to restrain Thor.
Okay.
Grapple check, that's right. Okay. This time it is going to be a... I can't see that. Was that 17 plus 10, 27.
I also rolled better this time, but it was not that high.
He is now effectively restrained until the grapple ends. But bonus action, nothing. He's just going to hold this goblinoid pinned to the ground so people can do talky stuff if they want to.
Nice.
Okay. That brings us to its attack. And looking down at you, looking around at its destroyed war party, it's holding a long sword in its hand, and it drops it and puts its hands up.
I mean, I would too if I saw my boss.
We have a prisoner. Let's go.
Can we name him
Lucky.
Edgar?
It's a hobgoblin, not a goblin.
Then we'll
Bob.
name him
Hobgoblin.
We're gonna name him Bob.
Bob.
Just in case, it would be Petrichor's turn next.
Okay.
Just for imagery's sake, you guys see Clucky had picked this guy up by the throat and then goes for an overhead toss to bring him down to the ground. And he essentially, as soon as he releases his swords, he drops both his knees onto the arms of this hobgoblin and looks to you guys. Like,
And he
You guys wanna
has
do
him in the
something?
whooshy finger hold.
yeah.
Hey, hold on. I'm pulling up the spell. This could be useful.
Clucky's literally holding down this hobgoblin by his pinky.
Just stay.
Okay.
And as this goes on, you just see this little coop of spectral chickens just hovering around this guy's head, like pecking at his head occasionally.
As all of it is happening, Petrichor kind of motions for Borrow to get closer. And I'm going to cast Fast Friends.
Ooh.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Silvery barbs.
They did roll a 15.
Damn
Ooh.
it.
Cast it again.
So
I
they
think you
kind
said
of
the
like shake their head a bit and look up. And as they're looking up at you, they're speaking, but it's words that nobody here understands.
Are we
It's-
out of initiative?
We are now out of initiative since KJ decided not to obliterate this guy on the ground.
Xanthi's going to cast Comprehend Languages, and she's going to try and figure out what this guy is saying.
So, as you are casting it, it's just, Carabado, and can't really, no idea what it says, but once you get it going, it is just, I surrender.
Xanthi's going to walk up to him, and she's just going to just place a hand on his shoulder and just be like, I understand you. You surrender, right? So calm down and stop freaking out, or the chicken is going to rip your head off.
They look at you, look around quickly, and now respond in common. If you understand me, then let me go. Misunderstanding.
No, it doesn't seem like there was a misunderstanding here. Why don't you
The
tell us why you
misunderstanding.
attack this?
He speaks common this whole time.
We're hunters.
So why did you just go and take the dead corpses of the dinosaurs instead of trying to hunt us? Or did the giant chicken entice you?
Were you not trying to hunt them?
No, he's our... No, Clucky is our friend.
No, what is a clucky? The
That do you,
animals.
do you
Were
see the,
you
do
hunting the
see-
animals?
do
You
you
killed
see-
the animals.
Do you see the chicken with its hands around your throat? That is the Clucky.
What is chicken?
I believe they're referring to the dead dinosaurs all over the place.
And we lose Anthony.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what?
Crow is going to be patching up the fainted one and has both dinos on either side and is going to try to nurse it back to health so Opal can also assert dominance.
Roll medicine. It ain't happy. It's not quite your friend yet. It's just, along for the ride so far.
I'm going to say that Barra is going to intercede. Perhaps a different line of questioning to our friend that could prove more useful to our current mission. might be more important.
After Petrichor gets off of Barrow's back, they kind of waddle over and sit down next to the hobgoblin, and just ask, "Do you come from the city that's that way?"
I wouldn't call it a city, but yes, we are building on the beach.
Do you have a thing that protects you from the dragon?
What?
The dragon.
What are you? We have seen flying, yes, but what thing?
I don't know. Normally the dragon attacks when it finds things.
You ask me about a thing you don't know what you're asking about?
Well, normally if the dragon's not attacking, it means you have something that's preventing the dragon from or that the dragon's scared of. Just curious.
Are you letting me go?
I don't know.
No. Barra is going to crouch next to it and just while holding his staff, just, why don't you tell me a little more about the place you come from? Are there any special things you keep there?
Place I come from?
Yes, the not so
The town.
city by the ocean.
We are Kursdak.
What is that?
That is our tribe.
Do you have magical things?
Yes, some.
Like what?
I don't know. He would know better, and he points to the dead bugbear.
Petrichor will stand up and watch over and cast Speak with Dead.
What?
I thought you were going to do reverse.
So traumatized.
I thought you were going to do
I'm not
reverse.
wasting a diamond on a.
I was going to say, Crow was going to be like,
No.
what the fuck just happened there?
Just Xanthi just like pats the back of like on his back and is just like, just don't question it. It's magic stuff.
I mean, I can see that. It's like that one movie.
What is
I think
it?
it's called Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
Don't ask the wrong questions,
You're
Petrichor.
not getting that.
Don't ask the wrong questions.
No.
This is what you get, Matt. This is what you get.
Crow,
when you-
I have
are
no
you
idea
telling
what
me
this
none of
movie
you
is
saw
or
it?
what this Dungeons and Dragons is even. But
I'm trying to
Never
find
seen
you
Dungeons and
need to
Dragons.
stop talking some crazy shit. We're in a dimension with dinosaurs right now, and we got magic stuff to do. Okay.
Anthony, quiet. I'm trying to concentrate.
Just don't ask the
So-
wrong questions.
Xanthi would raise her
In-
hands.
Petrichor's lens.
Ow.
Stop
There's
it.
some static. There's some static apparently from your Speak with Dead.
Great.
Welcome to the radio
From-
show.
From Petrichor's standpoint on how they cast this, is it like we have seen in popular media of, the corpse animates? Are we speaking to a spirit? What form does this voice take?
For Petrichor, it's more of the spirit because they're a kid, so they don't like really imagine it as like the gruesome form of a dead figure rising to talk to them. It's more of the spirit that it used to be.
The corpse seems to exhale as a spirit leaves its body and hovers over, and it is this imposing bugbear, probably close to 7 feet tall, covered in this yellowish fur with some a black mane, tied back in almost a top knot, wearing some very ornate ceremonial garb with a war drum at their side and the 2 maces that it uses to play the drum, on the belt on the other side. And it looks down at you expectantly.
Do you have any special magical artifacts back at the place you live?
Yes.
Do you happen to have one that you use to keep the dragon away or the storms?
Something.
Where is it?
The chieftain.
Is there a way to destroy it?
No.
Can I roll an insight check on this guy?
By the way, I have a passive insight of 17, so I can,
Never mind.
in case he's lying to me.
I'm gonna have either of you can roll it as you're like listening to this.
Ooh, that's better.
I have a 19 plus 6.
Math.
Did you say insight roll?
Insight.
Sure. Yeah.
27.
Yeah, well, I'd 27, 26. Petrichor.
27. Jizo.
Anybody else want to absolutely destroy on this insight check?
We're all just like staring this man dead in the face as he's pinned down.
Petrichor's just innocent and asking questions, but is
Maro
paying
is
attention.
carrying just a few inches wrongly from where it actually is. Just
Lucky is just busy
So-
choking the
Sandy
shit out of
just
the
slowly
goblin.
turns Barrow's head towards the bugbear.
Anyway.
So you don't believe that he's being distrustful in any way. He's not trying to lie to you. And how I will say this is that, as far as any of you are concerned, he believes that whatever this artifact is indestructible.
As far as he knows.
Was he truthful on the rest of his statements as well? I have one more question.
What
Oh, I
is
forgot
the
where
air
Eric
velocity
Lee
with
goes.
coconut-laden swallow?
Lucky's just busy choking the shit out of the hobgoblin.
Are you trying to kill it?
He's just torturing it.
Just like
Petrichor, not verbally asking a question, will kind of look over their shoulder, giving a look of, is there something any of you want to know? Without actually verbally saying it.
Loopholes.
Oh, you have seen the movie.
borrow.
see if sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
See if you can figure out the location of their leader.
We might want to consider trying to learn whether or not there is a safe way for us to access this thing and making a safe way out as well.
Petrichor will turn back and ask,
Is there a way that we could safely be able to talk to your chieftain and leave without being harmed?
Yes. And the spirit starts to dissipate.
yep,
Well,
I tried. Clucky, no.
Is the other guy still alive right now, even though Clucky is like choking him out?
Crow
Clucky's in the air.
watches Clucky fly away with the goblin.
Oh, I just read that.
Oh.
No. Bad Clucky. Bad Clucky.
Clucky is going to try to break out of your grapple.
By all means.
You're not
It's
raging
gonna be a
anymore. You don't have advantage.
Hmm?
You're out of
I have-
combat.
Grappler's feet.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. I could be remembering correctly. And, yep, advantage on attack rolls against creatures. Oh, are grappling. Ah. All right, let me re-roll that then. It's still 21.
Yeah, you still have him. Try as you
Okay.
might.
Clucky, we might need him.
So he'll toss him up in the air, and as he comes back down, grabs him by the hair and holds him pointing towards the rest of you guys.
Are you trying to snap his neck?
Are you pulling a Spider-Man on Gwen right now?
He's got him by his foot, just like,
it's a reverse.
ask your
Gwen.
questions. I
Make
don't.
a. Oh wait, are you still on the ground, or did you fly away with him?
I'm up in the air with him, so
How
I
far
have
up in the air?
Lucky, please
I can
put him
only do
down.
half movement while grappled, so only 25 feet up.
Okay. That being said, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That I do have advantage with.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
You throw him up in the air. You reach out and expertly grab a fistful of this hobgoblin's hair. And as his body comes down, you scalp him.
Oh my god! It's only 25 feet. He's fine.
Which one was this?
Oh Jesus Christ. Hold on.
That was 3 or 4.
No, number 4.
He barely
Okay.
took any damage.
Oh,
Oh wait.
It's fine. It's fine. You guys, it's okay.
Listen, Clucky has a bit of a personal vendetta against these types of creatures.
It's okay, you guys. It's okay.
I love it, Clucky. I love it. The aggression.
Clucky, this. Oh dear God.
Clucky does not like goblins or hobgoblins or bugbears.
Jesus Christ.
We just become best friends.
You scalp this hobgoblin. And everybody hears it yell out. And a few moments later, a sickening thud as it hits the ground. Motionless.
Petricor's immediately over there and is casting Spare the Dying. And then we'll take their healer's kit to patch them up a little bit. You motherfucker.
I would say Xanthi would immediately just run away from the party and violently puke.
As this scene unfolds, Petrichor trying as they might to stabilize and then, patch up this creature who remains unconscious. That is where we will leave it tonight.
What?
Did I?
You didn't even let me tell you how much he gets healed.
It don't matter right now.
Did I successfully bandage up the dino?
Jesus Christ.
You did roll. We'll do all that. Let's sign off. Thank you everybody who tuned in this evening. Again, we'll be skipping a week for Dimensional Dial as we figure I figure a few things out. We have Tales of Arden on Friday. We have TBD Talks on Saturday, and then we have Frontiers of Eberron on Sunday. Go follow us on all the other social media and things. And yeah, go on our Twitter and tell us what you think that Clucky should do with a hobgoblin scalp.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you, everyone.
You're gonna make a
the
hat.
He's gonna make with
He's gonna
this.
make a hat.
Oh dear God.
Have a good night.
Good night.